It's one of our favourite times of the week. I think all of them are our favourite, but we are being joined in the studio. Reverend Sophie, Father Neil, good morning, and what are you laughing about?
Father Neil is being naughty, as ever.
No.
Thrown under that bus.
Yes.
A very good morning to you both. Have you had good weeks?
I've had yes. People can't say that a vicar's life is sort of like boring, because yesterday I spent the morning doing paperwork, then I did some visits in the afternoon, and then last night I had to say the opening prayer on Portfield Fair.
Yes.
There's been a fair running since the middle of the 18th century. So the charter is read out, and I bless the dodgems, and then the mayor opens the fair, and then I jumped on the dodgems and got rear-ended by the mayor, and had some candy floss, and then went on the waltzers and nearly threw up all the candy floss. As I swear the guy on the waltzers was actually sort of like, he saw me in my big black dress with all the buttons, and he thought, yeah, I'm going to spin him out of existence. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Just you being sucked to the corner of the chair.
I could feel the candy floss going up to the top of my throat and then back down again.
Brilliant.
All in one day.
All in one day. I love that. Sophie, how have you been looking?
I've had one of those weeks, to be honest with you. It's been up and down, up and down. There's lots going on in my household at the moment. So I've got one daughter who's pregnant and kind of in labour, so that's one thing happening. And then I did a baptism visit yesterday. That was exciting.
And another daughter who's had a birthday.
And another daughter whose birthday, it was her 21st birthday.
Oh, big one. She's got the key to life.
So yeah, I know. It's just been one of those kind of really busy, crazy weeks, and it's set to get crazier. We've got diocesan conference on Saturday.
Yes.
And
it's our big annual general meeting.
And I'm leading it this year.
Oh,
yes.
I know. So I mean,
I'm bringing a pillow and a duvet.
Because the next year is being dedicated to the work of children, youth, and families. So, because that's my bag.
Yeah.
You're
leading it.
I'm leading it. So it's all a very exciting week this week. I've been putting PowerPoint presentations together and all sorts.
Well.
I know.
Love that.
Party poppers for birthdays and PowerPoint for...
You are going to laugh. I tell you, there is going to be giggles. There is going to be
giggles
on Saturday. Yeah, it's going to be hilarious.
I can't wait. Hopefully we have a few giggles here this morning. And you brought two to the table this morning, Father Neil. They were
spiders and tight.
And just after the weather, you gave them out. Anna got straight in there. Tight is the one that has our ears this morning.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's have a quick little look. You ready?
Yep.
These are my confessions. These are my confessions. These are my confessions.
Dear G&T and the Council of the Breakfast Show with Alive and Kicking, I feel a little guilty about this, so I'm going to confess. A few months ago, some friends invited me on a weekend trip, and they were super excited about it. But honestly, I wasn't feeling it. Not only that, but I had other plans in mind. They wanted to stay at a fancy hotel, and the cost for 2 nights with travel down there, back and meals, was going to be £500 each. I had the money, but I didn't just want to blow it on a trip I wasn't even excited about. So instead of saying no, I told them that I couldn't afford it. I said I was struggling a bit with money and that the trip was way out of my budget. I could tell they felt bad for me, and they even offered to cover my costs so that they could take me with them. I declined, but I still feel bad for lying about it. The thing is, over the last month since they've come back from that trip, they've gone out of their way to take me out for meals and buy me drinks and just cheer me up because they know that I'm struggling. I know I should have been honest, but I couldn't bring myself to say no to the meals and the drinks because I didn't want them to find out about the trip. Now I feel like I'm a bad friend for making them think that I was struggling financially when I really wasn't. What should I do?
Reverend Sophie.
So my immediate thought is that this person, there was a reason why this person didn't want to go, and it wasn't a monetary reason. So I think my immediately I felt concerned for this person, because it felt to me as if there was perhaps a deeper reason why she didn't want to go away.
Mm-hmm.
And I myself have done that in the past, where I've gone, actually, I don't want to do this. I'm just going to tell them I can't afford it. And I know that I wasn't in a particularly good place, and I just needed space and needed to be, and I didn't want to get into that conversation with them. So telling a little white lie to be able to not have to have that conversation was, for me at the time, the right thing to do. So I would want to dig a little bit deeper. I think, why was this person feeling like they couldn't go?
Yeah.
Was it just that they just didn't want to go, or was there something deeper going on that was saying, actually, this is all just too much at the moment, I need to not do this? So
that's your primary thought.
That's my primary thought.
My thought was what level of friends to have, because at each stage there was sort of like, I can't afford to go on the trip. No, it's okay. We've got you covered. We'll bring you on the trip. We'll pay half each. No, I don't feel comfortable taking your money. Okay, so they went on the trip reluctantly, I'm sure, and then they came back sort of like, we got you, babe. You couldn't come on the trip, so come out with us and we'll have a few drinks. Surprise, we're taking you for a meal and some drinks because we love you, babe. And then the next week, surprise, we've done it again. So what lovely friends to have.
So just to clarify, the person didn't go on the trip in the end? No. But off the back of that, they've now got this lovely...
A month worth of being spoiled.
And
we got this. We got you. Put your debit card away.
Yeah,
put your phone away. We know you're struggling.
Because hopefully these now regular meetups is a lovely thing.
Yeah.
So something wonderful may have come off the back of it. Unless, going back to Sophie's point, they really don't like these people. It's like, no, I'm going to see them every week. Gina.
Oh, I'm not feeling that. I think they do actually like their friends. But it's the trip. Sometimes your friends have got ideas of maybe doing things that you really just don't want to do. And I get that. So, yes, forgiven on sort of saying they didn't want to go. That's fine. But... come off it now. One sort of meal out, yeah, you can do that. The second meal out, and as it goes on and on, no, you're taking the mick now. You need to step up and say, I've managed to save some money up. I've now got some money, and I'm going to treat you. So you treat them back.
Oh, yes, I like that. Recompense.
So that's where I think I'm on Gina's wavelength with this one. Is that original trip. You don't want to part, like, money's tough to come by, whether you're good for it or not. It's still money that you don't want to spend on your own joy. It's kind of like you're doing it because there's a compulsion there to do it because of friends and circumstances. And then that's fine. So I forgive that. If you don't want to do something, then
and you don't want to offend people by saying,
yes,
no, I really don't fancy that. It's like, I will go and visit wedding couples, as I'm sure you do, Reverend Sophie, and, the bride or the groom are talking about the stag or the hen and this sort of stuff. And those sorts of trips really divide people. Some people are up for a Larry hen night and they can't wait to go down Wine Street in Swansea and this sort of stuff. And some of the others were sort of like, can't we go for a pamper weekend instead? So
that's Father Nearly likes the pamper weekend.
Yeah, that's right. And there's nothing like more than a mani-pedi.
Good massage.
Yeah. So I'm with Gina on that one.
Yeah.
The initial decision, thumbs up. That's fine. The little white lie, we've had white lies on confessions before, though, and they snowball very quickly,
as they have this time.
Yeah, very quickly. And as you say, lovely friends.
Yeah,
we've got you.
Very careful, though.
Be so much easier if they were really horrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
But they're not.
You didn't come on a holiday with us, therefore we're never talking to you again.
Yeah, we're shunning you.
Yeah,
you are right.
Yeah.
I've got to come in with this, right? Because, okay, even though you've got to treat them, but you've got to say, I'm going to treat you to a meal. Come on, let's go out. Don't go saying, actually, I've managed to save the money now, because you know what they're going to do. Oh, great. You can come on the same type of holiday again.
In the
Don't
future,
fall into that trap.
there's going to have to be an honest conversation at some point if this is a group of friends that go out and do things fairly regularly.
Yep.
I think it would help to know exactly why she didn't want to go on that weekend.
How do
Was
we
it
know
because she just
she-
wasn't feeling it, or was it that she had something else planned, or was it that she, there was a member of the group that she didn't like, or what was the reason there?
Yeah.
That would be helpful. But also, I think, yeah.
I don't have that information, I'm
You don't have
afraid.
that
No, we
information.
don't have it.
No.
Don't have that additional context. I've
No.
just got the bare
No.
bones
No,
of the confession.
if you're listening, and Denise has just liked us, we're live on Facebook and Instagram at the moment, and over on YouTube as well. If you would forgive this person, then please let us know. They were invited on a trip away.
Yep.
They were good for the money, but
Yep.
still said no, and gave the reason as I'm a little bit short of cash. Didn't go on the trip. Thumbs up. I got away with it. Since the friends have returned from the trip, they're now taking said person out for regular meals, and she's not having to pay for it, and she still hasn't come clean about, actually, I can afford all of this. So what should she do? Gina, you're split. You're forgiving part A.
Yes, I'm forgiving part A, but then it sort of comes with a bit of a tie on it. You have to come clean. You have to come clean, because otherwise that friendship's not great, is it? It's not a real friendship, genuine. You've got to come up and sort of say, look, maybe not sort of say at the time I didn't have the money. That's by the by, that's gone. But in the future, say, look, that wasn't my type of thing anyway. So I'm glad I didn't have the money at the time. But going forward, if we did go away, I'd like to do this.
I
Put
can't
that
believe
spin on it.
can't believe I'm about to say this, but I agree with Gina.
Dun,
Oh.
dun, dun.
Yeah, I know. I didn't wait there. I have one of them.
There you go.
Are you feeling okay? Are you running a temperature?
Father Neil.
Yeah, I mean, honesty is always the best policy, and I know that Gina and you, Tom, have agreed. If she was up front at the beginning, then this would be an entirely non-issue. If she was sort of like, you know what, that's not really my bag, or for personal reasons that I don't really want to share. I don't think I can go with you. But having said that, because it's the ladies, I would imagine that she'll say, "Oh, I don't feel like I can go on this weekend for personal reasons," and they'll be like, "Oh, but hun, tell us what's wrong, hun. Oh, baby, how can we help? Oh, we'll cancel the trip to be with you,and this sort of stuff."
I feel like you're casting aspersions about the kind of people these women are.
I don't know the kind of women these people are. I mean, they could equally turn around and say, "Well, okay, yeah."
Do
whatever.
I talk to you like that? All right, babe.
Yeah, of
It's all
course you
right,
do.
babe.
It's all right,
Love you,
babes. Hardline Father Neil is going to say not forgiven, honest, or
From the outset.
From the outset,
Ooh, okay. From the outset. So to
honesty always the best
Forgiven.
policy.
One not forgiven then.
yeah. Reverend Sophie, it falls on you.
I feel as though this person has a really, really good group of friends, and if she had been honest with them from the get-go, they would have. They may have tried to encourage her to come along, and perhaps if she had gone, she'd have had a really good time. I mean, we've all done that, haven't we? Not gone to something and then wish we had, because everybody had a really good time. And I've often done things I didn't want to do, and then when I got there, had a really good time.
Oh,
So
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Individual confessions, then I think.
So I think she should have had more faith in her friends. So I would say not forgiven. I think she needs to.
We haven't had a split in a while.
I know it's down to our audience.
Yes. It's down to you. What do you think? You can comment on the Facebook that we're live on at the moment over on Instagram. You can drop us a message 01437 764455. Use the PWR app. Email studio@purewestradio.com. This person's left in purgatory.
They are. Yes.
Because it's not that, so it is a dun 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 because it's a split vote, isn't
It
it?
is a split vote.
Dun, dun.
Let us know, and hopefully by the end. Oh, John, no, it's no longer split. Tracy is in. I would say not forgiven.
Morality wins out.
Morality wins out. Thank you, Tracy, for that defining vote here this morning. Lovely. And well, we'll be back again for more confessions and Gratitude Tuesday next Tuesday, and Sunday, Alive and Kicking returns.
Yes, Alive and Kicking returns this Sunday. We're going to be exploring what is church.
Ooh.
Yes. I once saw a bumper sticker that said CH __ CH. What's missing? ?
Nice.
Ooh.
I love that. Love a visual reference on the radio. You get your brains whirring with that one. Thank you so much. Looking forward to that. That will be at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning.
8 a.m. Sunday morning.
Love that. We have got some What's On, some traffic and travel on the way for you, and some good tunes for you. Father Neil, Reverend Sophie, thank you so much as ever for your time this morning and bringing the plights of the people of Pembrokeshire to us on a Thursday morning. Should we do it again next week?
Sorry.
Yeah, go on then.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go on then. It's coming up to 25 minutes past 8 o'clock on your Gina and Tom Breakfast Show with OC Davis and our good friends from Alive and Kicking. Woo!
Discover the perfect blend of luxury and innovation with the MG